Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
For live.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
This live
Are you
talk.
ready?
Live
Are you
talk.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Live talk.
For the word of the day, the knowledge and the wisdom will increase your faith. Are you ready for live talk?
Yeah.
Because it's about time to set it off. Are you ready?
Let's go.
For the word of the day, the knowledge and the wisdom will increase your faith. Are you ready for live talk?
Yeah.
Because it's about time to set it off.
Live talk. This live talk. Live talk. Living in vital energy. The universal language spirituality. Living in vital energy. The universal language spirituality. We're going all the way live with it. With live talk, increase your mentality, put away carnality, and increase your spirituality. Let's go. Live talk.
Are you ready?
This live talk.
Are you ready?
Live talk.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Live talk.
For the word of the day, the knowledge and the wisdom will increase your faith. Are you ready for live talk? Because it's about time to set it off. Greetings and welcome to Live Talk. I am your host, Arthur Jeremiah, alongside my co-host, the minister, Samuel.
Welcome again to Live Talk. Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right, my brother, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful today. How about yourself, sir?
Doing pretty good. We got a powerful show for everyone today, so I look forward to that. Before we get into that, we always have a general statement that we want to make, so I will make that statement now, more of a disclaimer. Live Talk is brought to you by TBS Goodwill and Builders of the Highway Foundation. We ask that you verify any information that we present on the show today. Consult with your personal or business consultant about any of the information that we share. Laws change often and definitely from state to state, laws change. So we want to make sure that we would like that you do not lean solely on the information that you hear on this show. However, there are professionals on this show that you can consult with, but through the right channels. If you have questions or concerns, you can always email us at livetalkorl@gmail.com, or you can DM us on our Facebook and Instagram page at Live Talk Orlando. All right, my brother, I got that out the way. We always try to put that disclaimer out there. It's very important because we talk about a lot of information on our shows. And although the information is validated to a certain degree, but you may be in a state that information may not apply to you. So we want to make sure that you understand that. You want to verify the information that we share on the show.
So it can be different.
Right.
But we definitely bringing you the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Right, indeed. And we look forward to the show today. But before we get there, we want to give you just a rundown of the show today. First, you have the word of the day by the minister. Shortly after that, we'll have a short break, or a commercial break, that is. And then we'll come to our main topic. We'll be talking with, community leader, mentor, and author, Sean Shepard. We'll be talking with him. That'll be our main topic of the day. We're going to be talking about his book, Truth and Change. That's very powerful. All right. Right after that, we'll do a commercial break, and then we'll probably mention a little something in the news today, and then we'll go into our book reading that I'll be sharing, which I am your host. So I'll be sharing something with you today. Either it'll be a quote or something from a book. So with no further ado, Minister, what is the word of the day?
Okay, especially with our guest today and the writing of the book, Truth and Change, I picked one of the words right off the cover, which is change.
Okay.
So our word of the day is going to be change. Change by definition means to give a different position, to replace with another, to put fresh clothes or a covering on, to become different, to undergo a transformation, transition, or substitution. And some synonyms of change are to switch, alter, transform, substitution, convert, and then turn into. Now, the word change, you can use it in a sentence by saying, like, you should change your mind, or you can change for the better, or change your ways. And that is strictly what we're going to be talking about on the basis of this show. And I'm going to quote a quote from our former president was, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. So we want to make sure that the change that we're looking for, we are the elements of that change.
Indeed. And I tell you, I can't wait till we sit down with the brother today, because see, there's something significant happening in his life when it comes to change. And because one of the definitions was cause to change. And in order for someone to actually change, like you shared, it has to be a cause to that. Yes. A lot of times we talk about people in life, you know, whether that person is a drug addict, whether that person is a glutton, as far as eating too much or eating all the wrong things. It takes a cause to occur for that person to begin to change, you know, and that cause have to be something significant to that person to make that change. So that's a very powerful word. And I would love when our brother come on and talk about truth and change, share a little bit more about that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot to talk about with that, but I just wanted to use change, perfect opportunity, especially based on what we're gonna be covering and talking about today.
Right. We're gonna get deep into that. Well, brother, I thank you for that word of today. We're gonna go to a short commercial break, and we'll be right back with our guest
Brother Shane
and author, Brother Shane Shepherd. Be right back now. Hey, shalom and blessing, y'all. This is author Jeremiah Israel coming to you live. Listen, I'm so excited because my ebook version of The Spiritual Significance of a Name is now available. You can go to my website today at www.jeremiahisrael.com. Now, this ebook is pretty much available anywhere and everywhere that ebook is sold. I'm so excited about that because, see, ebooks are sold internationally, but I would like for you to go to my website at www.jeremiahisrael.com, pick up your copy, or you can go ahead and download the ebook version of it. Whether you're on a plane, whether you're traveling, whatever you're doing, pick up this copy. It's only $4.99. It's not going to break your pockets and not going, break the bank. So go ahead and get the copy of this ebook now, today, $4.99. Go to jeremiahisrael.com and truly become blessed, because it will truly put you on a path to defining your true purpose. Until next time, peace and prosperity. All right, welcome back to Live Talk. As mentioned before, we are here with our guest of today, Brother Shane Shepherd. How you doing, my brother?
I'm blessed. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
All right.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. First of all, I just would like to formally introduce our guest today, author of a dynamic book entitled Truth and Change. And this is a very insightful and keen look into not only the plight of our young Black males, but it also has within it a roadmap and an alternative to the destruction, which we all know way too well, that plagues our communities. Before the end of the show, we may have a clip for you, but we have today the author of at least 3 different books, as well as being a community leader, a community activist. He's a husband, a father. Again, like I said, a published author. And we're going to keep this up because what's unique about this book is not only is it talks about our situation. This book actually has answers and step-by-step methods that you can use, we can use and help guide our youth. And when we say youth, do understand, we talking from 15 to 35.
Amen.
What number you like to use?
15 to 35.
35. So it's like it can help us guide that youth from a poverty mindset to a state of a riches mindset. So y'all join me as we welcome our brother, Shane Shepherd. So now to start off, I wanted to talk a little bit about your background, but you have a very unique way of telling your story. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually going to open it up right now. If you want to just share some of your background, where you are and, how we get to where we are today.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you, brothers, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
To be embraced by another group of brothers from another geographical location, like family, means a lot. You know what I mean? You come to a lot of places and either you can be A, intimidating, or B, intimidated. Mm-hmm. So I'm just glad that none of us suffered from that. We was able to put our black maleness to good use. And so I appreciate you guys for having me here. So
yes, sir.
With that being said, man, I like to run my story in reverse because I think it's better in reverse. Mm-hmm. So I ended up in Florida because I had a dream about 7-8 years ago. And I just told myself, when it's time, when I finish what I'm doing, I'm going to move there. I didn't know where, had no clue. I just put that to God. He knew I was sincere. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of times, your A and Z, I know where I'm starting. I know where I want to end up. But your B through Y, that's where it comes. Man got to step aside sometime and like, okay, God, I don't know what B and C and D and all the way to Y, but I know where Z gonna get me. So I'm at Z now, which is a beautiful thing. But how I arrived at Z is in my own community. I started doing things like the brother said, trying to inspire people to change within themselves with the right knowledge. Sometimes people do things like basketball camps, football camps, and they give you a sack lunch and send you home. Mm-hmm. Well, I started trying to do really things that was going to uplift my people as far as the boy in the home, the mom in the home, the father that may be coming home, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So how I got into the position where I was an authority to speak those things is because I came from the streets, not a little bit, but a lot, like all the way in, like in the underbelly of society for a long time. And when you're in that part of society, it gives you a certain amount of credibility and respect. Right. Some people use that credibility and respect to push the community further down. I decided to use that community and respect that I had gained in the wrong way to push my people up. In doing so, a lot of my people, they didn't like it because how dare you change? How dare you learn the truth? Like I say, and then change because of that. How dare you really be consistent in who you are? Right. What made them so judgmental about my change is because just prior to me being a great community leader, the author, the speaker, the teacher, the guy that's coming, getting people out of jail, off probation, I'm going into the prisons talking, I'm going into the juveniles talking, I'm downtown with the mayor, I'm over here with the attorney general, I'm part of the community building process with the Urban League, United Way. How dare you be all that when you just got home from federal prison 6 years ago? Well, at this time, it was 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. How dare you start the day you get home with a well thought out, executed plan, and it worked to a T. So when you didn't think it would work, the community was cheering me on big time. Boy, you're going to run out of gas. Boy, they don't let nobody make it, boy. But go on, try it, right? I'm like, yeah, cool. Downtown, they like, he'd never make it to the ivory tower. Ain't no way. It's too many leaps. It's too many hurdles. I got too many black gatekeepers beneath me for him to make it here. But I made it there. How dare you make it there when you just used to be the guy that they said destroyed this whole area with your leadership? Mm. But I was never the leader. What I was a thinker. A thinker always going to be the brute. if me and the gorilla in the room, I guarantee you, like, he probably can whoop me, but I'm gonna figure out a way to trick him into being on my side. I'm gonna beat him every time. So when you get that, you get this dude was the leader. So how I got to federal prison was my father was on crack cocaine from the time I was 10, and he was a single father, which put me in a very, 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 very awkward situation. Because single mothers, they still get food stamps, they still get Section 8, they still get taken care of. A single father on crack, you get none of that. So me and him became more so surviving brothers. I got to figure out how to survive because you can't figure out how to survive as a full-grown man. Hence, when the brother said at the beginning of this conversation, youth go from 15 to 35. My father was still a youth at the time. He had a whole 10, 12-year-old son.
Right.
Because responsibilities and your duties to life, you're not taking them serious. So I raised myself in regard to survival. My granny raised me apostolic, so she gave me a very, 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 very strong foundation in the Most High, although the way it was introduced to me had some flaws to it. And I could never tap into the power that I know God is. I couldn't tap in early because the route that she put me on. Thank God she put me on a route. But as I grew up, all these things happened in my life. So I'd go back to how these things came about. So when I got locked up, I was facing 15 to life. No in between.
Now this, and I don't mean to stop, just for the audience to know, this information is in your book.
Yeah.
You're talking about,
you're
talking about your book.
Absolutely. Right. The reason why that's in there is because that's important.
Right.
That validates something.
Right.
See, right now I have zero criminal history. I got a job that when I put it in, I said, I have no criminal history. I want to make 100,000. They said, cool. So I got my life back. I got my civil rights back. The other day, me being in Orange County for just a year now, I got a voter, not a voter, I got to go to jury duty. I have civil rights again. So that's why I put that in this book.
Let me see.
Yes, sir. And that's Truth and Change right there.
So we're talking about, we're talking about truth and change. And right now, what you're hearing coming out of his mouth is the truth. And the process of that creates a change. So we're gonna listen to our brother share with us this information, this knowledge. But his book is Truth and Change.